The Torrent This Top 10 is proudly brought to you by Pop Culture, Australia's leading online retailer for all your pop culture merchandise. With thousands of products available at your fingertips, including action figures, collectibles, pop vinyl, bobbleheads, statues, props, cards, graphic novels and books, DVD and Blu-ray, and much, much more, popculture.com.au is your one-stop shop for everything you need. popculture.com.au, proud supporters of the Torrent This network.
Hello.
Hard to breathe. Is there eye holes in that?
Nope. There should be there.
There should be eye holes.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Welcome to the Torrent This Top 10, the show where Michael and I choose a topic, decide our own top 5, and then combine them to make the Torrent This Top 10 list. Our topic today, best supervillains of all time. Now before we get into things, we must first predict what each other's top 5 will be, so let's start with Michael.
Good morning. I am Red Hood, previously murdered Robin by the hands of the Joker, and I am here to take you through Dando's top 5 supervillains of all time. Now, no particular order, I think he will have Thanos, Galactus, Magneto, and Doctor Doom. As you can tell, I've gone very Marvel here. Based on his preferences for superheroes, I feel like he's going to want their supervillain counterparts on a list. And he's number 1. I don't know if he has seen the Avengers yet, but I do remember him having some nice things to say about Ultron the other day. I think his number 1 is going to be Ultron. He seems to know a lot about the character, and it's a pretty cool character, so let's see how that goes. Let's see what he thinks I'll have.
Hey guys, Dano here to give you Michael's top 5 supervillains of all time. Not gonna lie, all these things here, all these 5 names, all but one, are purely a guess. I'm just taking a stab in the dark. So I think Michael's 2 through 5, in no particular order, are going to be Bane. I think he's going to also have Thanos. I think you'll have Red Skull. I also think you'll have Vandal Savage, which I think you'll be very impressed that I know who Vandal Savage is. But the one that I'm very certain of, not certain it's going to be his number 1, but it's guaranteed to be in his top 5, is Lex Luthor. If Michael could be any supervillain, it would be Lex Luthor. He idolizes this man. So I think Michael's number 1 is going to be Lex Luthor. There is top 5 supervillains of all time. Let's see how I go. Welcome to the Torrent This Top 10 supervillains of all time. I am Dando. This is Michael. How you doing today?
Michael, good.
You good?
Good. Is Don.
Is Don. I was going to say that. Thanks to our official sponsors, Pop Culture Superstore and 80stees.com. These are just 2 of the...
I'm running out, man.
What's that?
I need to do like a load of washing every week to keep the show.
So 80stees.com and Pop Culture, links to their stores are in the description of this video. Also, thanks to everyone that's liked us on Facebook so far, facebook.com/torrentthis. If you entered our competition this week, your name is in this draw. Won't get into the details. You have to go into our Facebook page to find out how to get into this draw. But if you did this week, you will be potentially winning a $30 Pop Culture Superstore gift voucher later in the episode. Potentially.
I'd say there's a 1 in 30 or so chance.
30 or so chance?
Yeah.
Let's get into the Torrent This Top 10 supervillains of all time.
My number 5 is the Guardians of the
Universe?
Yes. Guardians of the Universe, of course, are the people that created the Green Lantern Corps. So they sound like good guys, right? Well, not so much. About a year or 2 ago, they decided that the Green Lantern Corps were inefficient, so they made a humanoid virus that would touch things and turn them, like make copies of themselves by overriding their thingo, and they just went through the galaxy and kind of killed everyone. So they're kind of bad dudes, and...
But can you include a group as a super villain?
Yes.
Because
they're a council.
But I think they need to do a super villain
Their
group.
will is one.
Okay,
fine. Fine. The Guardian of the Galaxy that's in charge. There you go.
The boss.
The dude that's in charge.
Yes, okay. That's good. Were you impressed with our new universe?
Yes, I thought you were going to say Galaxy and cry about it.
My number 5. Now, this is the only one on my list that I think is going to really upset you because he doesn't possess superpowers.
Well, not really a supervillain then, is he?
But he's considered a supervillain.
By who?
He falls under... If you type in top supervillains or whatever...
I'm not going to listen to some idiot on the internet. What does anyone on the internet know?
I know, but he doesn't have superpowers, and I think you know who it's going to be.
Is it the Joker?
It's the Joker.
Yeah, I didn't put him on the list.
For mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't think he's a supervillain.
Well, at the moment, he is walking around telling everyone he's immortal. So I guess that's a superpower.
Well, what I like the fact about the Joker is he doesn't. Well, he's saying he's immortal.
Yes.
But he's full of shit, and no one knows what his real backstory is, which I think is cool about him.
It's very cool
because he just changes his story as he feels like it.
Yes.
And he has no regard for anyone's safety. He enjoys killing people.
He does.
Which to me, he is the most realistic supervillain, even though he's not a super villain.
Yeah.
He's the closest we've got to a real life person who could be the Joker. Like, anyone could be the Joker. Just a dude that's fucking crazy.
I think my number one is pretty. There could be a few of them
I
walking
agree.
around. You know my number one, by now, sure.
But besides him, of course.
Yeah.
But the Joker, he's a maniac. We don't know how he became the Joker, or whether he's just a dude. It could be just makeup.
Dude in makeup, could be.
Anyway, but I just think because of his erratic behaviour and the fact that he's unpredictable, we don't know his backstory. That's why he's my number 5.
Cool.
Number 2.
Number 2?
Number 5. Oh, fuck. Number 4.
Number 4. My number 4 is one that you probably haven't heard of. Vandal Savage.
My number 4, Vandal Savage.
No way!
Over 50,000 years old.
Oh, that's amazing. High five. I didn't even know you knew who that was.
Yeah, the first cannibal.
Yes. Well, Vandal Savage. Okay, so the deal with Vandal Savage is he was a caveman who the meteor came and there was radiation. He became immortal and evolved as well.
I had him on your list too.
Huh?
I had him on your list.
Oh, that's good. Very good. I did not have him on your list for obvious reasons. And pretty much every terrible figure in history is him. So any oh my god, this person's so horrible. So Hannibal was Vandal Savage. Who else is Vandal Savage? Just anyone
He
terrible.
set the precedent of a supervillain.
Yes. He set the precedent of being a fucking terrible human being.
Yeah.
I love Vandal Savage. I'm so impressed that you have him. I'm so impressed. Vandal Savage is involved in one of the coolest stories of all time where Superman travels forward in time and the only 2 people left alive are Vandal Savage
I did not know this.
and Superman.
Okay.
It's awesome.
He's just...
He's a caveman who's been around for 50,000 years.
Yeah, how awesome is that?
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
And I love immortality, stories about immortality. That movie with Blake Lively in it, where she's immortal.
Yeah.
Looks terrible, but I still want to see it because I want to see how they deal with the whole immortality thing. And I think it's cool when those characters turn out to be these people, in history, and it's all the same person and stuff. I think that's very cool.
I wonder why isn't he in any of the movies? Hopefully he appears soon because he's a fucking badass character. There is no one more badass than that.
No, he was in one episode of Smallville, but for whatever reason they couldn't use his name. Oh. It was the same guy that plays Daniel Jackson in the TV show Stargate.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah. And they couldn't use his name, but the way he was talking, it was definitely Vandal Savage.
So Vandal Savage, number 4. Number 3, before we do number 3, it's time for the aggro bucket.
Premature bucket elation.
Facebook.com/Torrent. This, if you haven't liked us yet, like us. Links in the description of this video. You go into the draw to win a $30 pop culture gift card if you get involved with the competition every Monday afternoon. We post this week's topic. Tell us what you think would make your list, and you go in the draw. This week, our winner is...
Lyndon Campbell.
Oh,
how have I done this? I've fucked that up. The Riddler.
I didn't like Jim Carrey's portrayal of him. It suited Jim Carrey, but that was back when Batman movies were just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I go back and watch them now, and I feel like the new ones have just ruined the old ones.
I like the Riddler in Gotham. And I
haven't waited because I went until the season's finished and I'm going to start watching.
Yeah. And I like the Riddler in the Batman games. But...
overall, but anyway. Well done. You want
good for you. $30 for your bad choice.
You can go buy a Riddler toy from Pop Culture Superstore.
Yes.
So, well done. Thanks for everyone that entered this week. Make sure you enter next week. Let's get into our number 3s.
Number 3. My number 3? You want to go straight away?
Yeah.
Okay. My number 3. While you merely adopted the dark, my number 3... You know who my number 3 is? Bane.
Do you want to know my number 3 is? Bane.
Oh! I assume you had Bane on my list?
Yes.
I did not have Bane on your list.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The only man to break Batman's back.
Oh, Bane is... And he has a superpower, super strength.
Yeah.
Easily.
He is the strong man.
Bane is... I don't know, there's something
Have we ever
about
had two in a
Bane.
row?
No, that's the first. That's the first. There's something about Bane. Over the years that Bane been... Like, my first exposure to Bane was in that terrible Batman movie.
Oh, same with me. I was like,
this guy's a chump.
Yeah.
And then you read the comics, you realise that, like, while the Venom, it's given him super strength and everything, it's also fused the left side and the right side of his brain together, making him a genius. Like, who knows that about Bane? Like, you watch the movie, even the most recent movie, I wouldn't have known that.
You know he's a genius.
No way. So Bane's like this genius.
He is very, like, smart, though, in the way he plans everything.
Yes.
Like, when he snaps the doctor's neck on the field.
Yeah.
Man, awesome.
Have you seen, someone showed me something the other day, it's the Bane freestyle video.
Yes.
Have you seen
How
that?
good is
Amazing. I'm Bane. Yes, that's my name. The best. But Bane is the perfect adversary for the Batman. It's like you can't really have a supervillain go up against Batman. Because
Because Batman's not really a superhero.
No, but then you've got Bane. Like, Bane's thing is like he's super strength and he's smart. Well, Batman's at peak physical condition and he's smart as well. So, like, those two, it can be a good contest, which Bane eventually wins. Oh.
I just love how he put all these things, all the pieces together to get Batman vulnerable and fucking just get him and breaks his back.
Are you talking about in the comics or in the movie?
In the comics.
Good. Because he does the same thing in the movie as well. But in the comics,
the movie just rushes everything.
Yeah,
like
in the comics,
it was a strategic plan.
Yeah, he breaks out all these villains that Batman has to go and stop, and then when he's tired. And I think he has the flu at the same time as well.
I can't remember that.
He's sick and he's tired, and Batman's just like, yeah, what up, bro? Bang!
Awesome. Ultimate badass.
Yeah,
he's he's just so cool. So Bane,
I want to do a Bane cosplay, but I need to get on steroids.
Yes, and shave your head.
Which I'm going, because I'll just wear a thing out.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Number 2.
My number 2 is... I head over to the Marvel Universe for my number 2. Is yours number 2 from the Marvel Universe? My number 2 is Doctor Doom.
Oh no, mine's... I won't tell mine yet.
I thought we could go 3 in a row there.
I thought about Doctor Doom for you.
I love Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom, but with the potential to give something away here. Doctor Doom is the Marvel's version of Lex Luthor. Doctor Doom he's a dictator of a country, which is just cool. Every time you think Doctor Doom has done something out of character or been in a vulnerable position, nope, turns out it's just a robot. He's just sitting back in Latveria being like, hey, I'm a pimp and I've just got robots out there pretending
and you think, I know, that's why I nearly had on my list too. I'm like, that's so awesome.
Yeah. Every time the Doctor Doom does something out of character, it's always explained 4 or 5 issues later. Nope, that was a robot.
Yeah. It's like the best, let's get out of this bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just there's something about Doctor Doom too. Like, he's just a guy, right? Like, in the movies, he's got superpowers, but he doesn't. He's that super technology thingo, like super money and super technology is what he's got. And he's just this guy who's just like, I don't like Reed Richards, so you know what? I'm going to go back to my home country, take it over, and do everything in my power to destroy him. It's glorious.
Good number 2.
And his representation in the movies, I really like that guy.
Yeah?
What's his name? Julian something? He's Australian.
Yeah.
But he's really good.
Yeah. Good number 2.
Thank you.
My number 2, also from Marvel. We spoke about him before we went to air. The pop vinyl was here last week.
Thanos. I have him on your list.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Is it because it just seems obvious?
Yes.
Yeah, but his abilities, plus he's just... I love it. He's just so intimidating. Mm-hmm. He is a big... He was originally meant to be skinny.
Yep.
And they beefed him up.
Yep.
And they've just continued to beef him. But his chair, having this fucking universe and time travel. And I'm so looking forward to seeing him fuck shit up in the new Avengers movie.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
I can't wait to see him just punch Robert Downey Jr. in the face.
Like,
is he going to be in the next one though?
No, not in the next Avengers.
Damn.
Iron Man is done after the next Captain America.
Really?
Yep. You got Captain America Civil War, which is Iron Man versus Captain America, and then Downey's contract is done.
I'm not a huge fan of the new version of the Avengers. Like the latest.
Yeah, neither am I.
Like, it's just...
Vision, Falcon...
Yeah, like, it's just like...
War Machine...
My 2 least favourite characters are the ones that stayed.
Captain Black Widow.
Yeah. Well, that was my least favourite.
I hate Captain America.
Oh, how bad is
He's
it?
terrible.
Oh.
He's like a poor man's Batman.
Yeah. Shit. Oh. Anyway, but Thanos, when he gets those fucking gems, man.
Oh.
Shit's gonna get real.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. Like, I was thinking the other day, I'm like, how are they gonna have Thanos fight in the movie? And they're like, oh, it'll just be the same as the Hulk. And the Hulk looked really good. So yeah,
But he can manipulate matter, can't he?
Yes.
Yeah, so he's better than the Hulk.
Yeah. Oh no. But I was just saying, like, he's so big. How do you make him fight? But you just the CGI.
Visually.
Yeah. Visually. Yeah.
Well, he's gonna be CGI'd the whole time.
Yeah. But it looks really good. So good for him.
Maybe they got rid of Hulk now because of that. They didn't want to have two Hulks running
huge
around.
CGI battle.
Because he wouldn't look intimidating if he was fighting Hulk.
That's true.
Anyway,
well, if he's putting the Hulk on his fucking ass,
yeah. But maybe they could have used him taking out the Hulk to emphasize how strong he is.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, Thanos is my number 2.
Good number 2.
Number 1, Michael's number 1 is Lex Luthor.
Yes, it is. It is. Did you have that?
Yeah, it did. 100% had it as your number 1.
Yeah, I told you knew what my number 1 was.
Yeah, but I thought it was going to be one of two things.
Okay, what was the other?
I thought it was going to be that or Thanos. I don't know why.
No. Thanos. I considered Thanos, but I knew you'd have Thanos on your list, so I was like, I can put other people on my list that you won't have. Like
I didn't think you'd have
Vandal
Bane.
Savage.
I didn't think you'd have Bane.
I love Bane. It's my dream to do. Like, all I want to do. The only reason
I put Bane on your list, but I didn't think you'd have him. I thought, I'll just put him in front of me.
The only reason I go to the gym and eat properly is to one day do a backflip. I don't care about my health. That's the only reason.
Go to one dress-up party.
Yeah, that's it.
Give up.
And then I'm done. I'm just going to get fat. And it's going to be glorious.
Become Penguin.
Yes.
That would be great with that little thing.
I'll have to shrink.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it. Yes, my number 1 is Lex Luthor.
He is you if you were a supervillain.
That's exactly it. That's why when I said earlier, there are people walking around that could already potentially be mine. All you need is a lot of money and to become president of the United States. I love President Luthor. I think that's great. The thing with Luthor is, if the comic was called, instead of called Superman, it was called Lex Luthor, everything could stay the same. And Lex Luthor would be the hero of the book. If the perspective of the book was changed from Superman's perspective to Lex Luthor's perspective, hero.
Or anti-hero.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, I agree. Superman is a huge threat to the Earth. Fucking kick that bum off.
I just don't like Superman.
Everyone rocks up to the planet to fight Superman, and you know who pays the price? You and me.
Yeah.
And that's what Lex Luthor's all about. Like, that's not bad. And like, he is smart enough to know that the public does not see it his way, so he's got to take things into his own hands. Good for him. Vote 1, President Luthor. And if this Jesse Eisenberg or whatever his name is fucks up Luthor, I'm gonna fuck him up. My hand to God. In a year's time, if Lex Luthor is bad in that movie, I'm gonna fight that motherfucker.
It'll be Bane versus Luthor.
Yes, that's it.
Maybe we have to do a cosplay video where you just
beat up Lex Luthors everywhere.
Yeah.
But I don't want to beat up Lex Luthor. I like Lex Luthor.
You've always liked Lex Luthor.
Yes, always. Forever and always. If I could be a supervillain, I would forego all the powers just to be as smart as
This actually goes against your thing.
No, Lex Luthor is a metahuman. Lex Luthor's intelligence is because he is a metahuman.
Okay.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes, wow. Now you do.
My number 1, do you want to have a go?
Ultron?
No.
Then no, I don't want to have a go.
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. Now, which one's Apocalypse again?
I'm X-Men.
Yeah, which one is he?
What do you mean, which one is he?
Which one is he? I don't watch X-Men.
He's like the ultimate dude. He's the guy that his blood can heal mutants.
For some reason, when you say Apocalypse, I think of Darkseid. I don't know.
No.
The Darkseid's a DC thing, right? So I don't know why I'm getting them confused. And Thanos is the counterpart to Darkseid. So is there a DC counterpart to Apocalypse?
I get confused with sometimes who's DC and who's Marvel. I'm trying to think.
Like maybe
I'm trying to think of his what he can do.
Yeah, what are his powers?
He can turn his limbs into weapons.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
That's why I fucking think it's awesome. Like he can manipulate matter, just like Thanos. But I just think he's cool in the sense that like Thanos can manipulate matter and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But he can't heal his own.
Yeah.
Where he can, an Apocalypse can heal mutants with his own blood.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good choice. Have there been some good Apocalypse and his minions versus X-Men battles? I imagine there.
Well, he's in the latest movie. He's going to be in the next one as well. I think the next one's called Apocalypse.
He's in the latest movie. No, he's not.
He makes like a brief cameo. Apparently, I haven't seen the latest one. But
Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
When?
Apparently, he's in it very briefly. The next one is all about Apocalypse.
Ah. Gonna have to look this up.
Really?
I had no idea he was in Days of Future Past, and I've seen that movie and enjoyed that movie.
I have not watched it yet because I'm just not a fan of X-Men movies.
Yeah, okay.
But because the new one's going to be about Apocalypse, I'll watch it.
Did you watch?
I watched the very first 2 X-Men movies.
Oh, but they've rebooted it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you need to watch X-Men First Class and
So that's
Days
not
of
just
Future
like
Past.
the 4th one.
No, a whole new.
That's
cast.
why I just gave up on them. I'm like, fuck this.
No. They've gone like right back to when Xavier can walk and Magneto's
So
still
it's
young.
before the schools.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's good.
So it's like Nolan's got his own version of. Nolan got Batman and just recreated it.
Yeah.
So it's like
whoever's
that.
doing that with X-Men, yeah. And then what they did with this Days of Future Past, they used that to pretty much erase all of the X-Men movies.
I'll look up now what it's called. Apocalypse something. Maybe it's just called Apocalypse, the new X-Men movie. X-Men Apocalypse. That's what it's called. 2016.
Huh. I had no idea that he was in it. There you go.
And my phone just died.
Oh, good. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's why I thought, well, I'll give that one a go.
That's a good choice. I assume that it's a good choice. I don't know who he is, but that's just because I have no... You could have said anyone X-Men and I wouldn't have known.
You just choose not to.
I choose to avoid the X-Men.
You know the Sentinels are that, yeah?
Yeah, I know the Sentinels.
Scary motherfuckers.
Yeah,
They just keep coming.
yeah, they're in the new movie.
Yeah,
Days of Future
I've
Past.
heard
they're
they're in
fucking badass,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, so much cooler than those goofy ones in the morning cartoons.
That was it. Yeah. It does look ridiculous.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Apocalypse was my number one. Your number one was Lex Luthor.
Yes.
A very realistic supervillain.
Yes, I do like realism.
Even though he's not he is
Metahuman. Yes.
Let's
Don't
get
worry,
it.
I know my rules.
I can't get into what I thought because I can remember.
Okay.
So you go into what you thought my top 5 was going to be.
I thought your top 5 were going to be. Now, I went full Marvel with your top 5.
Yeah.
Because that's what your top 5 heroes were.
Yeah.
So I thought you'd have Thanos. Thought you'd have Galactus.
No.
Thought you'd have Magneto.
No.
You don't like Magneto?
No.
See, I do like Magneto.
Like I do, but like he just would not make my top 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's this cool scene where Magneto takes Red Skull, because Magneto's a Jew,
Yeah.
and Red Skull's
Nazi.
takes him and he just like locks him in this basement. He's like, I thought about killing you, but you're not worth it. So he just locks him in this basement with this little bucket to shit in and stuff. It's the best. The best. I thought you'd have Doctor Doom, and I thought you'd have Ultron.
So you got 2.
I got 1.
No, I thought you got 2.
No, only Thanos.
Okay.
You beat me.
I thought you were going to have... I thought you were going to have Thanos.
Yes.
I thought you were going to have Bane.
Yes.
I thought you were going to have Red Skull.
Yes.
I thought you were going to have Lex Luthor as your number 1.
Yes. So you're on 3 points right now.
4. 2 points for your number 1.
Yeah, 3.
I got Thanos and I got Bane.
You haven't said Vandal Savage yet.
Vandal Savage.
That's 4. I was just going as you were going. You had said Bane, which is 1.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor, which is 3.
Thanos. No, I said Thanos first.
I didn't have Thanos on my list.
Oh, didn't you? Fuck.
No.
Idiots! Yes, I thought you'd have Thanos. Yeah, so yeah.
So 4-1, you destroyed me.
Yeah.
Congratulations, I bow.
But with this though, I'm very hard to predict where you're...
Yeah, I know what I like.
Because you speak more often about comics.
Yeah, I know what I like.
I just knew it was going to be Lex Luthor.
You had to. You had to.
What would you have done if I had to pick someone else?
Like, depends on who they were. Like, if you had gone... And Michael, your number 1 is...
The Joker.
I would be like, no, what are you...
The Penguin.
What are you doing, man?
Catwoman.
Yeah, see, that's what would have happened. If you had said Poison Ivy, I would have been okay with it.
I almost put Poison Ivy in your list because I thought Michael's going to want to put a chick on his list.
She's hot as fuck.
I was either going to be Poison Ivy or Harley Quinn. I thought, which one would he pick? I know you don't really like the Joker. So
But I do love Harley Quinn.
yeah, I know, but I thought...
That's like, so if I went to a convention and a chick was cosplaying Harley Quinn convincingly and she tried to pick me up, I wouldn't even say no. I'd be like, yep.
What about Jessica Rabbit though? That's the ultimate, isn't it?
Nah, Harley Quinn above Jessica
Really?
Rabbit. Oh yeah.
But can Harley Quinn give off revealing clothing?
Yes.
Did she wear a corset or something, didn't she?
Yeah, leather.
Yeah.
Leather.
Thanks for watching the Torrent Top 10 Supervillains of All Time. I thought the lists were alright.
Yeah, I think the list was good.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Well, you had
Marvel didn't get much of a show this time because you had a few DCs on your list this time.
DC's actually better. Now that you pointed it out.
Yeah.
They have a lot more man people in DC.
Like people that end with man.
Yeah, like that aren't. There's a lot more superheroes and supervillains in DC that aren't really super, I feel, than in Marvel.
Okay.
Like you got Batman. Superman is a superhero.
Yeah.
But like Joker, like you said, he isn't a super villain.
Yeah.
Penguin is just weird.
Yeah.
Catwoman.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's because DC's like split up into two things. You've got your Batman verse, and your everything else verse.
Well, you've got true. But the thing is, I feel DC's more realistic.
Yes, I feel like
that, which makes them more relatable because you're like, they could potentially, if a dude really wanted to be Batman, he probably could be.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like he could be.
You can be Batman. You can be Lex Luthor.
If you had enough money, and you went and trained martial arts, you could be Batman.
Yeah. You want to be Deathstroke? You can be Deathstroke.
Yeah.
I do like DC.
So thanks for watching the Torrent Top 10 Supervillains of All Time. Make sure you enter the competition next week or liking us on Facebook, facebook.com/torrentthis. Thanks to our sponsors, Pop Culture and 80stees.com. Michael, any final words?
Don't get pregnant and vote one Luther.